Good morning, dear children. How are all of you today? Dear students, today we are going to discuss a new lesson from your English grammar textbook. Chapter 15, What's Happening? Let's look at the sentences written on the board. There are 3 sentences. I will read them for you. I am reading a book. She is reading a book. They are reading a book. See, an action word is repeated in the 3 sentences. Which is the action word referred to here? Which is the verb given here? Yes, reading. This is the verb. Correct? So the same action is mentioned in all the 3 sentences. Correct. Let's take the first sentence. I am reading a book. Who is reading a book? I. So who is doing the action of reading a book? Who is doing the action? I. Correct? So a person who does an action in a sentence is called the subject. Here the subject is I. Right? Yes. Subject. So subject is a person who does an action in a sentence. Okay? Here subject is I. In the second sentence. In the second sentence, who is reading a book? She is reading a book. Hence, she is the subject. Right? In the third sentence, the doer of an action is they. Hence, they is the subject. Here in these 3 sentences, we have got 3 different subjects. 3 different persons who are doing the same verb. Which are the subjects? I, she, and they. They are the pronouns, right? So these 3 pronouns are the subjects of these 3 sentences, right? And the verb, the action word is reading. A book, object. What are they reading? They are reading a book. A book is the object here. Okay. Now, have you observed another set of words used here? Am, is, are. You must have come across these words am, is, are in sentences in your book. Correct? And we use all these words, these short words am, is, are in our writing when we speak English. Correct? Am, is, are. Today we are going to discuss the use of these 3 words. Am, is, are. Where do we use the 3 words am, is, are? And have you observed one more thing? Here in the first sentence, the subject is I, which is followed by am. Can we say I are? Do we say no? It's grammatically wrong. And do we say I is? No, that is also absolutely wrong. So which is correct? I plus am. So the subject is followed by, this is known as auxiliary verb. These 3 words are known as auxiliary verbs. Okay, so subject I always follows by am in present tense. Okay, again the subject she is always followed by the auxiliary verb is in present tense. They always follows by are in present tense. Dear children, these 3 short words am, is, are together known as auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are called together as auxiliary verbs. Today we are going to talk about the use of these three auxiliary verbs. Which are they? Am, is, are. Children, we are talking about the use of three auxiliary verbs in English. Am, is, are. The first one is am, which is used with the pronoun I. I am learning grammar. I am reading a book. I am running fast. I am talking to my friend. Okay, I am sleeping. I am eating an apple. Right? So always in present tense, I is followed by the auxiliary verb am. I am. Okay? Am shows that the sentence is in present tense. Okay? The action learning happens in present tense. I am learning grammar. Fine. Next one is. The auxiliary verb is used with the pronouns he, she, it in present tense. Fine. Examples. He is learning grammar. See, that action of learning grammar is happening now at present time. Okay. What is she doing? She is learning grammar. Okay. Action learning is going on right now at the time of speaking about it. Right. Just imagine I have a kitten. Okay, my kitten is sleeping on a mat. So how can we say it is sleeping? It. Okay, it is sleeping. So the word it, the auxiliary verb is used with he, she, it in present tense. Next one is are. Again, are is used with you, we, they. Okay, you are learning grammar. Children, what are you doing now? Now you are learning grammar. Correct? This action is going on now. Correct? Second one, we are learning grammar. What are we doing? We are learning grammar. Last one, they are learning grammar. I remind you, the auxiliary verbs am, is, are used in present tense to indicate an action which is going on at the time of speaking. Okay, and am is used with the pronoun I, is used with the pronouns he, she, it, and are is used with you, we, and they. Children, let's go through the note written here. We use is, am, are and ing form of the verb to talk about actions that are happening now. See, look at the examples given here. I am reading. Ing form of the verb read. Reading a book. It indicates that the action of reading a book is going on now. It's happening now. Okay. Second sentence. She is sleeping. She is sleep plus ing. Ing form of the verb sleep. Sleeping. They are walking slowly. Walk plus ing. So, as the definition indicates, reading, sleeping, walking, these three verb forms indicate that the action is going on. It's not completed. At the time of speaking about the action, it's going on. We are learning English grammar now. That action of learning grammar is happening now. It's continuing. Okay? Yeah. Now, let's look at the examples given here. I am talking to my friends. I, the subject, followed by the auxiliary verb am and the ing form of the verb talk, talking. Now, at present, I am talking to my friends. That action is happening now. Okay, yeah, here he is talking to his friend. The subject is the pronoun he, and which is followed by the auxiliary verb is, and the verb is talking, ing form of the verb talk, talking. The action of talking is going on. Again, they are talking to their friends. The subject are is the auxiliary verb, ing form of the verb talk is used here, which indicates that the action is happening now. Okay, so just look at this equation or the format of this sentence or the structure of the sentence given here. How does this sentence form? Okay, the sentence starts with the subject plus the auxiliary verb am, is or are. I am, he is, they are, plus ing form of a verb. See, talking, I am talking, he is talking, they are talking. See, this is the structure of a sentence which uses the auxiliary verbs am, is, are plus ing of a verb in present tense. Okay, this is the structure of a sentence in present tense. In past tense there are changes happening. Okay, this is a sentence which is written in present tense by using the auxiliary verbs am, is, are plus ing form of a verb. Understood? Here two sentences are written in simple present form. We are going to change them using the auxiliaries am, is, are. Let me read the first sentence for you. Radha listens to music. So, who is the subject here? Radha. Which action is mentioned here? Listen, listens to, right? So, listen. Now, let's look at the equation here. First, subject, which is followed by an auxiliary verb. Which auxiliary verb should be used here? Subject is singular, Radha, only one person. So, the auxiliary verb should also be the singular one. Okay, is. Radha is. As I told you, listen is the verb. Okay, the auxiliary is always followed by ing form of the verb. Here the verb is listen. So, we are going to add ing to the main verb listen. So, it will be listening. Listening to music. Okay, Radha, the singular subject, is followed by the singular auxiliary verb is, which is followed by the ing form of the verb listen, listening. Radha is listening to music. Children, the sentence is written in present tense. Okay, second sentence. Nidhi cooks rice for lunch. Who does the action here? Nidhi. Hence, Nidhi is the subject. Nidhi. Again, singular subject follows by a singular auxiliary verb Nidhi. And which is the verb here? Cook. Cooks. Correct? What is its ing form? Cooking. Right? Nidhi is cooking rice for lunch. We got the answer. Nidhi is cooking rice for lunch. Look at these three sentences. First one, I write neatly. Which is the verb here? Write. And the subject? Yes, a person who does an action is the subject. Right? Now we are going to change the sentence using the auxiliary verbs am, is, are plus ing form of the verb. Right? So, the subject is I, should be followed by which auxiliary in present tense? Am, and the verb, the main verb is write, and its ing form is writing neatly. Correct? Just whenever you write the sentence, please check the structure of the sentence with the format given here. Your sentence must follow the format given over here. Correct? I, subject, followed by the auxiliary am, okay, which is followed by the main verb, ing form of the main verb, writing neatly. Now the sentence is correct. Okay? Second sentence. The ants carry food. Which is the verb here, action verb? Of course, carry. Who carry food? The subject is the ants. The ants is the subject. Food, right? Okay, let me write down the subject here. The ants. The subject is a plural one, right? So, we should use the plural auxiliary verb. Can we say the ants are? No. Do we say the ants is? No. So, it has to be the ants are. The plural auxiliary are. The ants are. And what is the next step? We should write the ing form of the verb, which is the main verb here, carry. Carry plus ing, carrying. The ants are carrying food. We got the answer. Third sentence, we play football. And the action word, verb is play. Who play? Here, we, the subject. So, the subject is we. Since the subject is a plural one, it should always be followed by a plural auxiliary verb are in present tense. We are, which is the verb here, play. Next step is we have to write the ing form of the verb. So, play plus ing. We are playing. Playing football. This is the answer. So, children, all of you should bear in mind the structure of the sentence given here. Okay, a sentence starts with the subject followed by the auxiliary verb am, is, are plus ing form of the main verb. This is how the auxiliary verbs am, is, are used in a sentence. Children, here is an activity for you. Change the sentences using the ing form of the verb given. First one is, my father reads the newspaper. So let's find out the verb first. Which is the action word here? The verb is reads. Correct? Who does read the newspaper? My father reads the newspaper. Hence the subject is my father. Right? So let me start the sentence with the subject. My father. My father. The subject is a singular person. Hence, it should always be followed by a singular auxiliary verb. So, which auxiliary has to be used here? Is. Right? Yes, my father is, and the main verb is read. So next step is to frame the ing form of the main verb. Read plus ing, reading. My father is reading the newspaper. We got the answer. My father is reading the newspaper. Singular subject, singular auxiliary verb followed by the ing form of the verb reading. Okay, next another sentence. They go to the shop. Again the verb, the action word is go. Who? They, the subject. Let me write down the answer here. They is a plural subject. It has to be followed by the plural auxiliary verb are. Right? They are. And next is the ing form of the main verb. Go plus ing, going. They are going to the shop. They are going to the shop. Here is the mind map of the lesson. Am is, are, and ing of the verb talk about actions that are happening now. The auxiliary verbs am, is, are, and the ing form of the verb indicate that an action is going on at present right now while speaking about it. Okay. Second point, they indicate the actions that are happening at this moment while speaking. Next, I, the pronoun is always followed by the auxiliary verb am in present tense. He, she, it is you, we, they are. I am, he is, we are. These are the auxiliary verbs used in present tense with the given pronouns. There are some examples for you. The baby is sleeping. Is ing form of the verb sleeping. The teacher is asking questions. Is asking. I am picking flowers. Am picking. Children, here is a home assignment for you. Let's take page number 90 in your textbook. The first exercise given there. Learn. Change these verbs to their ing form. One has been done for you. See, the 10 main verbs, action words are given there. You have to add ing to the main verb to form the ing form of the verb. For example, cook plus ing, cooking. Read plus ing, reading. So you have to write the ing form of the main verbs given in this exercise. Second one is practice. Main A, fill in the blanks. Use the ing form of the verbs in the bracket. I can give an example to you. The students are, in bracket, wait for their bus. So you have to write the ing form of the verb given in the bracket. So how will we rewrite the sentence? The students are waiting for their bus. These two exercises are your homework. Please do the homework, and in the next online class we will be discussing the whole lesson in detail. Till the time, do watch the video carefully. After watching the video, go through the lesson given here, which is chapter 15, what's happening. Okay? Read the notes and the samples given here carefully. Try to understand the structure of the sentences given over here. Try to understand how the auxiliary verbs am, is, are used in appropriate places. how they are changed as the pronouns are changed. Okay, we will be discussing the whole lesson in the next online class. Till then, all of you take care. Thank you for watching. God bless.